Hello everyone, welcome back to today's episode on WebDesign TV. Here's your host, Nurture Deb, and let's get started on exploring the functions of Website 3, otherwise known as the JavaScript project. So let's start showcasing the main page. So before we start showcasing that though, for every single page on this website, we have a fixed header on the top that says 10 JavaScript challenges. And no matter how much you scroll down, it still stays there. Alright, under that fixed header, we have a page header which says welcome, and below that we have a page description which says welcome to the home page of the 10 JavaScript challenges. On the drop-down navigation menu on the top left, you can navigate between the 10 challenges. Okay, so we can hover over the menu word over here, and then it gives us links to 10 challenges. So it successfully takes us to all the challenges. For example, if I were to click on challenge 1, it takes us over there. And I'll showcase challenges a tiny bit later. Below the page description, we have a very flashy, glitzy word that says enjoy. And below that we have a magnificent masterpiece. It's what's called an iframe, which is sort of like a document within another document. So in this case, it's a document with a code that codes for the JavaScript challenges within the document that has the HTML code and CSS code that codes for the basic template of the website. And below that we have an advert which says, want to travel to the home of code? Click here. So if I were to click on the word here, it would replace that tab with the websites at w3schools.com. And in fact, w3schools.com is our sponsor and is an amazing website to learn all kinds of coding languages and tricks and tools with them. So I'll click back. And below that, we actually have a really cool image, and if we were to hover over it, it would actually shake, which is another trick I learned from w3schools.com. And on the image it says, click here to go to W3 Schools, the home of code. So I click on there, and it takes us to a new tab, which is the w3schools.com homepage. Now I'll go back. And on the top right corner of our fixed header, we have our logo, which I like to call JavaScript Strongman. So if I were to hover over him, just like the advert picture, he shakes too, to show his immense strength. Alright, onwards to challenge 1. So the moment I enter challenge 1's page, it gives a page alert which says, hello world. And that is the challenge, because it's a hello world alert message. And the moment I click OK, then the iframe, it says this iframe is not used for challenge 1. Solution for challenge 1 already appeared in alert pop-up box. And below that we have our advert with the picture. So that was challenge 1. Now challenge 2 is where we use a writing method to display the same message from challenge 1, hello world, but in the iframe. So in this case we use document.write to do this, and it's just a way in JavaScript to type code. Sorry, not type code, but to type some words onto the screen. So in this case we typed hello world, and below that we have our advert. Then challenge 3 is where we insert multiple scripts. Personally, this was a little bit of a weird one for me, because I'm not used to inserting multiple scripts. But what we had to do is we had to create 3 sentences, so I made these 3 sentences. HTML creates content, CSS customizes content, and JavaScript gives functionality. Then we had to put scripts within each of one of these sentences. So, for example, for the first sentence, I had to put a script that would make the word creates italics. And the second sentence, I did that for customizes. And the third one, gives. And then below that we have an advert. Challenge 4 is about browser properties. So basically, we have to use a bunch of browser properties to tell some of the facts about the computer's browser that's being currently used by the user. So in this case, it tells me your browser's name is Netscape, the height of your monitor is 824 pixels, its width is 1536 pixels, and date this page was last modified is 17th January 2018, and it also gives the timestamp as well, which is quite cool. And below that we have the advert. Now, challenge 5 is more or less similar, but the only thing about this is that we have to use a trick called concatenation, which in other words means that we use plus signs to combine strings and variables together. So here we are saying your browser's name is Netscape, your monitor's height is 824 pixels, and its width is 1536 pixels. And below that we have the advert. Challenge 6, it's a bit of a lag. Challenge 6 is the first one that has a prompt box, so it's asked me to enter my name, so I'll just enter it, Nirjar. Yeah, it came up. So what it does, it shows hello Nirjar in flashy glitzy colors, which makes it a bit lively. And this challenge, by the way, is called variables. And below that we have the advert. Now, challenge 7. Challenge 7 is sort of like a game, or what we call Mad Libs, where we have to put in words to make a story, which usually should be funny. So it's asked me to enter my name again, so that'll be Nirjar. And I have to give the name of the place I want to visit the most. So I really want to visit Greenland, because I heard it's an awesome place. So I'll put in Greenland. Give the name of your pet. If you don't have one, then give the name of your best friend. Well, unfortunately, I don't have a pet, so I'll give the name of best friend, Adam. And give the name of your least favorite singer. Well, I know this off the top of my head, Beyonce. She makes terrible songs. Give the name of what you believe to be the singer's worst song. Well, that's the Illuminati. And give the name of your home country's president. Well, that's the infamous Donald Trump. And boom. So now it has created a story for me that uses these words inside it, so let's start reading it. Where aliens come from. Javascripted by Nirjar. There was once a planet called Greenland, a long way from Earth. It was a very small but beautiful land. It had flora and fauna of various sizes. There were elephants as small as iPhones and insects as big as a house. For the green people who resided there, Greenland was heaven in space. In Greenland, there lived a little green alien called Adam. The alien was not so rich like the other green people, but was very happy with everything, until one day, the worst event in the history of Greenland happened within a matter of seconds. Beyonce had landed on Greenland and had begun singing Illuminati. This meant the end of the world for all the little green people, including our friend Adam. The song had the destructive capabilities of 200,000 atomic bombs. Adam lost everything. Family, friends, peers, everything. Adam did not know what to do. Adam decided to summon the help of Donald Trump, who eventually helped imprison the deadly Beyonce, restore the planet, and save the day. And after that it says, the end, in glitzy colors. Alright? And then we have the advert. Challenge 8. Before I start Challenge 8, I'd just like to say that this challenge was the hardest of them all for me, and it certainly really wasn't my favorite, but I did learn a lot from it. Like, I, for example, had to learn a lot about precision on my code, because I had to make a really long and complex if/else statement to check whether the birth date has passed or not. So let's get started with the age calculator. So it's asking me what's my name. Nirjar. Enter the current date. For example, to represent 4th of July 2018, type 4, 7, 2018. Alright, so today's date is 17, 1, 2018. So that represents 17th January 2018. Enter your birthday. So to enter our birthday in the same style. In fact, it even says my own birthday in this prompt box. So since my birthday is 30th April 2003, I would type in 30/4/2003. And I'll press enter. Whoopee! It gave my correct age. Nirjar is 14 years old. Congratulations for me. Alright, and below that we have the ad. Challenge 9. Now Challenge 9 was one of my favorites because not only was it easy, but it was also kind of funny. So it's called a lifetime supply calculator. Interesting. So I was asking, what's my current age, round to the nearest year? Well, the previous challenge said it was 14. Enter. What is the maximum age you'll live up to, round to your nearest year? This requires a bit of thinking, but I'll just put in a guess. Let's hope that I'll live up to 100 years old, although that may not be likely. And what's the name of your favorite snack? Well, Kit Kats. I like those. How many helpings of the snack do you eat each day? Well, I eat a lot of them, so let's just say I eat 7 per day. Wow. You will need 219,730 helpings of Kit Kats to last you until the ripe old age of 100. That is crazy. That's a crazy amount of chocolate. And below that, we have the advert. Now, the final challenge, the age calculator revisited. Now, sure, this is much easier and better than challenge 8. And in my opinion, this challenge requires 4 people to input their birth year and current date, because it repeats 4 times, as it's a loop that's supposed to repeat 4 times. So, what's my birth year? 2003. What's the current year? 2018. Now, ask me this question again, because like I mentioned earlier, it's a loop. So, I'll put in some random birth year. Let's say 1960. Current year, 2018. Birth year, 1963. Current year, 2018. Birth year, 2000. Current year, 2018. So you're either 14 or 15 years old. You're either 57 or 58 years old. You're either 54 or 55 years old. You're either 17 or 18 years old. Wow. Okay. So those are 4 different age statements. And below that, we have the finishing sign. So when I hover over this image, it actually shakes as well. So it says, "Yippee! I finished the 10 JavaScript challenges." So there's JavaScript Strongman, although he lost his muscles. And below that, we have the advert. So before I end today's episode, I owe a special thanks to Mr. Loomer, who is my computers teacher. He helped me a lot with designing his website, especially with the layout and how to use the iframe and how to put it inside my code. Because when I first looked at the iframe instructions, I didn't know what it was at all. In fact, I thought it was something with an iPhone or something like that. So I owe a lot to him because he has helped me in this project and many previous projects. Also, I owe a lot to our sponsor, w3schools.com, because I even honored them by actually putting an advert of them here, as they have taught me some tricks that I normally wouldn't have learned in Codecademy. For example, they taught me how to shake an image, or to make a border that has flashing colors. So yeah, I really like using those tricks. And with that final remark, I'd like to conclude today's episode, and I hope you guys all have a great day, and see y'all.